In today's video, I'm talking about GMO dog food, why it's a problem you can't ignore, and the cost to your dog's health and what you can do to solve the problem and fix your dog's day-to-day chronic health problems quickly. The convenience of feeding your dog GMO dog food from cans and packets means your dog eats fast food forever. All the while, scientists cleverly create genetically modified organisms, or GMOs, to make that food even faster. But at what cost? If you still feed your dog from cans and bags, now is the time to sit up and take note, because the clock is ticking and the outcome won't be good. Now, not to sound too overly dramatic, but it's critical you watch this video and act on it for your dog's sake, because their future health is very much at stake. GMOs killed off rats at an alarming rate. You see, in the US, the corn-based ingredients in pet food is closing in on being 75% made of genetically modified organisms, GMOs. And while you're being lulled into a sense of complacency by the media, the truth is, as you're about to find out, is that GM is anything but healthy. Independent studies have repeatedly shown that liver and kidney disease in rats fed GM corn is significant, as well as affecting other vital organs. And our dog's liver is large because it's the primary cleaning organ of their body. And the increasing rates of liver disease by dogs whose owners reach out to me today is alarming. Back to those rats. They not only got sick, but got mammary tumours and died early, and it was the females that were worse affected. If you're thinking, well, how do GMOs affect my dog's health? Well, here's some alarming feedback. GMOs, or genetically modified organisms, have been known to mutate and have proven unstable, which means the control the scientists thought they had over these synthetic man-made organisms is simply non-existent. They have released into our ecosystem a bug that cannot be controlled and cannot be put back in the bottle, and every day the potential for disaster is rapidly growing. Independent animal feeding studies have concluded that the unexplained and abnormal inflammations and cell growths in the gastrointestinal tract, liver, kidney, heart, pancreas and the brain are as a direct result of feeding GM foods. The highly toxic insecticidal agent Bacillus thuringiensis is active in many GM crops and ends up in pet food. Independent health and nutrition experts are now connecting the rise in human health disorders with GMO organisms. And the alarming rise in allergies, skin disorders and GI tract problems from eating GM dog foods combined with synthetic food additives is linked to GM soy and corn products. The herbicides, glucosinate and glyphosate used in products like Roundup made by Monsanto have now become the market leader in organisms eradication. Millions of gallons of this herbicide are used daily around the world by unsuspecting gardeners and farmers alike. And these poisons are absorbed into crops and your garden with the aim of killing certain weeds. It may well say on the label that the contents do not affect pets or aquatic life, but they do. It also states that the content breaks down easily into the ground, but this again is just not true. I've seen with my own eyes the deadly effect this poison has on garden animals, and it's an indiscriminate killer. Glufosinate and glyphosate, aka Roundup, cause terrible damage to sensitive animals' organs on the land and in the water, and it's also linked to human birth defects, miscarriages, premature births and lymphoma. So here's my advice for better dog health. Don't use toxic herbicides and pesticides in your yard. Your dog is in ever-present danger of falling prey to health disorders from the absorption of these toxins. Don't use the most heavily GMO-related products that use corn and soy, and while dog food labels are most often misleading due to the lack of clear regulation, if you can find pet foods that categorically state they do not use GMO ingredients, then at least you can be clear on that point. And with this in mind, I created the Healthy Kibble Diet. I created this diet to help kibble feeding dog owners reclaim their dog health from those day-to-day health issues that plague so many dogs. Dog health issues that include allergies, blocked anal glands, diarrhea, yeast infections, ear infections, skin and coat problems, hot spots, arthritis, and poor digestion or sensitive tummies. You'll find a link to a video explaining more about the Healthy Kibble Diet in the description below. I recommend you feed your dog a non-GMO, high-quality kibble and use the Healthy Kibble Diet. And if your dog has an advanced acute disease, I'd recommend you think carefully about a home-cooked or raw food diet for healing these serious diseases. When you have GMOs, wheat, corn and soy-based kibbles, it's important to rethink your dog's diet, but the good news is that you won't need to switch diets with this healthier option. Only by stepping up and taking some control over your dog's diet can you be sure of better nutrition, a longer lifespan, and all-round better health and well-being. We as dog owners cannot rely on the big agri, big pharma and big food to care about our dogs, because they don't. And rule number one, they're solely in it for the business of profit. If you want the best for your dog, don't leave it to the dog food companies. You've got to do it yourself and take control. Yes, it means a little extra effort on your part, but it's worth it. Our dogs provide much value in our lives, even if we're not aware of much of it. And in return, we should be providing some better nutrition in their diet. And giving them GMOs just makes it that much worse, that much faster. You'll find a link to a video explaining more about the healthy kibble diet in the description below. And I'll also leave a link to a video explaining more about how you can use an effective home remedy for fast relief of your dog's hot spots. And if you found this video useful, please remember to like it, share it with friends and subscribe so you'll always be up to date on all the latest videos that I do. And until next time, I'll see you then. Bye for now.